All right. Hello and welcome to Mad Podcast. I'm your host, KR, joined by Mr.Dee. We are your guides to the latest in music and the artist shaping its future. And today we are thrilled to have Gemmi, which is a rising star from our own Maddistrict Records. And he's been making waves on BBC, VH1, and Rolling Stone. How are you doing, Gemmi?
I'm good, brother. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Mr.Dee, you there?
Yep, I'm here. Super excited. Yeah, I'm having trouble with the mic button. How's it going, Gemmi?
I'm good. I hope you're good as well, Mr.Dee.
Oh, I am. I will say I'm super excited about the up and coming track. So
yeah, me too. Okay, Carrie's too.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. So for those of you that are listening into this, on June 1st, we are releasing a song called Daises. I produced the song and then Gemmi sang on the song. And it's honestly, I love it. I think it's amazing. I don't know what you guys think about it. I don't know if you guys want to give your opinions, but
I love it too. It's part of the journey, bro.
Yeah.
Right. And you guys do quite a bit of work together anyway, right? So
oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure the chemistry is already there.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is that the chemistry between Gemmi and I has been there since even the very beginning, huh, Gemmi? Like it's magic. It's so weird. Like I would just send him something and boom, he gets it done. Like it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Even like the thoughts too, bro. We're kind of similar in thoughts as well.
Oh, see, then that's always perfect because then you don't have to worry about having those major creative differences. So that's a plus. That's a plus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I did get to hear the track, right? So I got a sneak peek of the track and it's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. So whatever magic you guys got, man, it works.
Yeah, appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. But anyways, Gemmi, I did want to ask you a little bit about yourself. We do want to kind of let people know about you. So like, can you tell us your background? You know, how you first got into music?
Well, honestly, bro, when I was young, quite like 3 or 4 years, I started like my father used to play up songs through like cassette players and everything. He used to make me listen to all kind of bands, even like Indian styles. Well, basically, I'm from India, so like my father used to play songs like Indian songs or whether like foreign of like English songs, Western songs, and mostly all bands like Police, Eagles, and a lot more. So from there itself, like I got started interested in music, and my mother was also like a classical trained singer, like Indian classical singer. So I used to listen to her singing, and I got kind of fascinated. And they started off like they were the pillars for influencing me into music scene. And later on, like my friends, and we started like having jamming sessions here and there in college days. And that's how I got into music, bro. Like it was there all my life. That's
wow. Oh wow. So you just come from a musically inclined family. That's actually pretty.
Not really inclined to that, but like my father and my brother are like artists. Like they draw sketches and like they're total artists. So I had to go to their way, but at the end of like graduation, I thought like maybe I should be a black sheep out of there. Like they didn't want me to do like music because they want me to be like the same way the family is, like doing graphical artists, drawings and everything, photography and everything. But I thought maybe I should try a different way. So this is how I started off here.
And that's actually pretty bold, right? So you're stepping out. And I think that's something that's common in the family structure, right?
Yes.
So it's challenging just to kind of step outside what either your parents or your friends or people around you may have expectations of when it comes to you. So that's actually pretty bold.
Appreciate it, sir. Yeah.
And you know, the cool thing about that too is that I can relate a lot to you because it's very similar for me as well, except my family, they all played sports. So I even have a cousin that's in the professional baseball.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Yeah. And like all my whole family, man, they've just been sports. I was the only one into music. So for me, it was weird because like I had no one to learn from. I had to like learn on my own.
Yeah, that is a problem though at the initial stage.
Yeah.
But later on, like people come around, like who works in the same field. We all help each other and we grow all together. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have this kind of this exposure in music your entire life, basically, right? So how does that like affect you? Like, so what kind of inspires your songwriting process? Like, and how do you approach it, right? So like kind of like you have that exposure from your family, but what kind of pushed you into your style of music?
Basically, like I used to listen to a lot of like I'm not sure if it's R&B or pop music, but I used to like really like Michael Jackson, like the way he used to sing.
Right.
Like, yeah, I started developing the thing called texture, the vocal texture, which attracts audiences, I guess.
Right.
So it started off like I used to listen to a lot of Michael Jackson. Then I got to know The Weeknd is also there, who kind of has like the same frequency as Michael Jackson, like the texture and everything. So I started to learn the process of like putting up texture, like how to put it on, like how to sound like them kind of thing. Like it's not only the vocals, like we have to sing like the same texture as the vocal, but at the same time, how the plugins work, how the process work for audio station, I started learning kind of that way. And for the lyrics part, the lyrics end, it just comes off random, like the daily ways. I roam around and I like to observe people a lot. I talk very less when I'm in a group, so I just observe what they're going through, like the scenes. Like I go a lot of clubbings and all, like parties. So I just observe people out there and I take the vibe out of them and like write it down as lyrics.
Oh wow! And the cool part about this, I'm sorry, KR, but like the cool part about this is you're not in the US.
Yes, sir.
Right. So here it is. You're influenced, and it's quite natural. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I'm a super MJ fan. Come on now, right? So who doesn't love Michael Jackson, right?
Of course.
So you have these international pop artists that kind of. So how does that affect or kind of drive the culture where you are, right? Because you're not in the United States. So can you kind of like tell the listeners like where you are, kind of paint the picture for them when it comes to like the scene of the music scene, the fashion scene, the cultural scene of where you're located at.
Okay. Actually, like the family I belong to, they're quite open-minded. My grandfather is like a very reputed person in the city where I used to stay when I was born in. So he used to teach us all kind of like languages, all music, and like he didn't make us put it in a box, and like he never gave any borders to anything. Like he taught us like the way how to like explore the world and everything. So that's how like my father was very like modern. I used to say we used to call it like that because like people like I'm basically from India. I'm not saying like that's not good, but they mostly depend on the cultures. Like they're mostly inclined into the Indian culture.
Yeah, so they're very traditional.
Yeah, more of traditional. Like even the songs, they probably listen to the local songs, which are in the language called Hindi. So they all mostly prefer that way. But my born and brought was quite different. Like I used to listen all kind of mixed songs. Like even my brother, like who is now like a lead artist for a big what's it called, a company, I guess. So he used to put up a lot of he used to play me all kinds of genres. That's how I got to know like there has like different genres. It has different language. But honestly, like I can listen to any songs if I do not know the music and if I do not know the language. Sorry.
Right.
You know what's cool too is Gemmi was showing me the other day some of the music that he grew up listening to, and it's really cool, man. It's really cool. Like it's very unique.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but that isn't it's unique in and of itself, right? You have, so KR, where you like, you're from Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm from
In Texas. So, wow. So, so you're jamming, across international waters here, right? So, Gemmi, with you being with you being in India and Texas, so that's dope, right? Because just like currency, just like money, music is a universal language too, right?
Yes.
But that's actually pretty dope because you know what, hearing your song, Gemmi, I don't think that anyone would ever just truly know where you're from. And hearing like KR produce and being on a track, I don't think you could just listen to the track and give like a geographical kind of get like a sense of a geographical location of artist. Yeah, so that's actually pretty dope.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I used to like have a lot of problems with the accent thing. Even still, I'm speaking like there is a little accent, like if you can notice that out. But yeah, I used to practice a lot, like not to sing in that accent. So that's how I trained myself, like not to sing like that.
Oh wow!
So I came up with this. Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's different. You see the stars that are from the UK. I do something like you hear them talk and then you see them sing differently, but you never hear nobody really speak or talk about the process. Like, so you literally practice not singing in your native accent.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting.
It's the first time I ever heard that.
Yeah, same for me.
Right. Yeah. It's the first time anyone ever explained that to me. That's actually unique.
How did that process go about, bro? Like, did you just think like, oh, like if I try to sing this way, I could change it, or how does that work?
No. Honestly, like, bro, I still remember when I was in high school. Like at that time, I really liked metal songs, bro. Like rock. I there's a time phase like where you change genres, like stick to one. I was more into like alternate rock and everything. I learned a technique which helped me like improve my pronunciations and like omit all the accents. So what I did was like I didn't take it as a word. I used to listen to the exact thing what he says. In case of the Spanish song, the song as well, like You Send Me Up. There, I just listened to the words what they say. I didn't go with the word what actually it is. Are you trying to get it? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I just learned the sound.
And even on that, bro, like you shock me so much because I sent him like a Mexican type beat, right? A Spanish type beat that I was making.
Okay.
And I was like, well, let's see, like, can you sing in Spanish? It's crazy how he can manipulate his voice and sound like as if he's native, bro, like from whatever language he's singing. It trips me out. Like I was in so much shock when I heard his voice on that. I was like, wait, what? Like, how did you do that? And like, he didn't even speak Spanish. So how did he do it? Like it trips me out.
Right. Oh, that's interesting.
Man, I appreciate it, brother.
No, that's you know what though? To me, that's mastering your craft to a whole new level. Like and if you think about like the actors, I mean, it's kind of making sense to me now though, talking to you guys, you see these actors, they focus on their vocal training when it comes to their accent, right? To kind of get into the vibe, get into the role. So I guess, Gemmi, you're kind of taking that and like applying it to your life and your music, like, and matching your vibes. And it's interesting to hear that you were into metal and rock in high school, and then you go to pop. Usually you don't see that crossover, right?
Yes.
You don't really hear about like people crossing over from the metal.
You want to know something even crazier, D?
What's that?
When Gemmi and I were talking the other day, he told me that he didn't even do R&B or pop music until we met each other. He said he was doing like electronic and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Isn't that surprising?
That's extremely surprising. Given for those who haven't heard the track, it'd be out June 1st, so definitely take a listen. Yeah, you would not get that.
They aren't that good, honestly.
Yeah, well, you know what? You would not get that from that. Like, I mean, okay, so EDM, maybe a little bit, because they kind of that popish vibe. Some of the EDM has like that R&B vibe. Just depends on what spectrum you're on. I can see that, but still, like that full cross from only doing EDM to never doing pop, never doing R&B, and literally, well, actually, okay, I can see a transition from heavy metal, a little bit, but rock, EDM, from a transition from rock to EDM and pop, that's like, you don't really hear people talk about it. Like that's an unusual combination.
Yeah.
But I like it though. It's working for you. And obviously that means you're versatile.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Now, for me, like the thing was like, I really wanted to learn like, it has like different textures, like in vocals or either in the production. So in metal songs, they put up like raw drum pads and everything up, like the leads, the guitars, everything up front. And the vocal should be a little husky, a little like how they do the screaming, how they do the growling. I really like that segment. Like it's very like creative, like the way they put up. It's like such a good gift the people have given like this kind of genres. And at the same time, the EDMs, like these are like literal sounds which have no instruments or actually like it does, I guess, like all the pads, but like the bass waves and everything, like it was very interesting. And later on when I just heard KR beats, like it was total R&B and very catchy. So I just thought maybe I should try this and like maybe try vocal riffs and everything. It's good to learn things.
No, he actually does make some pretty fun beats.
Yeah, he
I
does.
appreciate you guys.
He really does. So I mean, and so I can get that. You guys make a very pretty, a very dope team. Like I think that you can pretty much sense the chemistry, man, sense the vibe, like you said. And if you have like that kind of, you're kind of on the same creative spectrum, then yeah, it make it a heck of a lot easier when you're getting beats done. Because you guys are like, how many songs do you guys like crank out? Jim, like how many, like what do you guys do? Like especially from your perspective, being like a writer, like how many songs do you actually think that you guys do like in a month?
Honestly, like I make songs every day, like, and then I think the best which comes out, I just send it to Kara, like if that sounds good or not. Right now, I think I've got like 70 to 80 songs. I was just checking like whichever the songs we can do it. I haven't sent all the songs to Kara, but like I was doing the songs, the calculation the other day. I got like almost 80 songs. It's not that much, but someday like more than that.
No, that's a lot though. That's a lot.
And what's interesting too is that like a lot of times we'll just get on a call because we're working on a song or something, and then I'll just go through like some beats I'm working on, and then Gemmi will be like, "Oh, send that to me," and that's honestly how it starts. Like it's interesting because we both create beats almost every day, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
How quick,
Wait. So Gemmi, you do beats as well?
Yeah, I produce a little, not like Kara, but Kara got experience for a lot of years, like 10 years before. So I'm just a rookie right here. So I just gather knowledge from Kara, what he does.
Wow. That's actually pretty dope. So you guys just kind of have like a jam out session. So so this project that Daises is part of a project, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So this project here, you guys have been kind of pretty much been KR and yourself producing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Wow. That's actually pretty freaking phenomenal, man.
Sure.
Yeah, and it honestly, like it's weird how things happen because, like, for example, a lot of these songs that we have together, honestly, like I wasn't gonna do anything with them, and it wasn't until Gemmi said, like, "Dude, like those are cool. Like we need to work on it."
Right.
And I'm like, "Okay, let's send it." And then all of a sudden, we have like 30 songs. So it's just crazy how like it works.
Yeah.
Wow. So dang. Okay. So I'm dealing with a bunch of craft masters, man. So KR producing and doing all that, and Gemmi, you're writing and assisting with the producing and all that. That's actually that's like I said, that's phenomenal, man. Like you guys are doing that. So is it so how do you feel about, like, how would you describe your track Daises? Like what was your mindset? Take me back to the mindset of you guys like producing that and doing that.
I should go. Should I go first?
Yeah, go first.
Yeah, I'm confused. Like who should answer? Yeah, so like in Daisy started like it was like a blank project at first. Like I just created like a drum pattern, I guess, like, and got a sample from cymatics, like, which I just did the melody and small structure of it. Then I thought I kept it for months like that. I was thinking I would put it on an EP or something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even wrote any lyrics. It was just the melodies and like gibberish what I sang.
Mm-hmm.
So later on, like I was talking to Kara like about releasing an EP somewhere. So he said like, how about we make together an album, like your songs and my songs, or we all mix together and we put it on like a big album. Like I was like, hey, yeah, let's go for that. And then like doing the displays, like all the songs, he got to listen to Daises, and he asked me like, why did you save it as Daises? And I was like, bro, I had no random name to put it on. But fortunately, he got a good story out of the name Daises. So later on, like, we just wrote off like that. Yeah, okay. Kara, you go for the thing.
Yeah, so for me growing up, you know, my grandmother was a big part of like everything for me. And one of her favorite flowers happens to be a daisy.
Oh, wow, man.
Oh, wow.
So for me, it just like, I don't know, it just like connected. Like I told you, everything kind of just connects so weird together, huh, Gemmi? It's like, it just.
So for you, it was like symbolic. It was like a sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm digging that. I can get down with that.
Yeah, so that's how it started. I sent him off, like he really liked it instant. He told me to send up the files. So I did it. There were a lot of offs because I am not that clear of production. I'm not that well. So he made all it sound better. Like he changed all the plugins which I provided, and he made it more catchy. That's how. Like, and he did all the mixing and mastering. I was present at the moment, and I was writing the lyrics at the same time. I was thinking like probably the lyrics was like personal thing, but like there are a lot of personal things people can
really
which are common, I guess. Yeah, people can really tell. So that's how it is.
Well, you know what? I'm super excited for this project. I'm super excited for the track Daises. Like I said, I listened to it. It's an entire vibe, man. So I mean, you guys obviously you guys have something here, man. And so is this something like you guys are like really, you know, especially you, Gemmi, like something you're looking forward to this year? I mean, it's funny because we're already halfway in a year already, pretty much. From a music standpoint, you know, is there something like you're really looking forward to, or like just one goal that you feel like, hey, I got to make this happen. Like, this is something I got to do.
Well, can you explain me what's like the question? And I'm sorry. Like,
as far as when it comes to your music, like, so is there one thing you feel like you just have to do, like, you know, this one type of track, or this one thing, like this one song, or whatever the case may be, that you feel like when it comes to your music career, when it comes to that you feel like you have to do this year?
Oh no, like honestly, like for me, I think I'm just the thing called go with the flow thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so there is no rush on anything. Like if the song sounds good, it's good. If it sounds bad, I probably will make it good or something like that. There is no rush in anything like to complete in this year or something, which is actually not the process of like getting bigger, like reaching out like to our goals, I guess. Like there shouldn't be any pressure to anything. Like I'll chill, and like of course making music has to be fun so that people listen to it should get the same vibe.
No, I agree. No, I totally agree. I like that. And it doesn't kind of you lessen the risk of stifling your creativity, right?
Yes, right. Like there is no rush on anything.
Okay, I like that.
Yes.
You know, too, something that kind of interests me when it comes to making music, something that I didn't even think about while I was always creating music, is how it really impacts people. Like, I'm sure you've also received these type of messages, Gemmi, where people tell you that like you've really changed their life with one song, or they use it as something that's very like symbolic to them. You know, like seeing stuff like that happens, like for me, it makes me feel like, oh wow, like it actually does something. You know, I don't know, like how does it make you feel, Gemmi? Like, do you kind of get a similar feeling for that, or?
Yeah, bro. Like, there are songs like people still texts me off for that song. Like, even there was an incident, bro. It was really funny. It actually changed the way I thought of making songs. I was performing somewhere, uh, like a gig or somewhere. I forgot where was it. So there were some fans who actually listened to my music. I had no clue that people actually listen to my music or something, bro. I was like totally like myself, and I was sitting on the car which took us like to that spot, and the driver was saying me, "Are you gonna perform this song?" And I was like, "Yeah, how do you know that song?" He said like, "Bro," I told him like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna perform in the starting." He said, "Nah, bro, keep it in the end, bro. People are going crazy for that song." And I was like, "Really?" Then I went there, bro. Like people were taking pictures, and I sang the song. Everybody sang along with me. It was mad crazy, bro. Then I realized, bro, like I have to make sense to anything I write because like people are watching me.
Oh wow! And so that was was that like your first experience of dealing with something like that?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow!
Like it was the first time. Like I used to do gigs a lot, but at the time I used to sing mixed songs, like cover songs and originals in between, so that like not to break the hype of the audience. But at that day, I realized like one of my songs was doing better than the other cover songs.
Oh
So
wow!
then I realized like I need to do best. Like even in writing, I like to display it to the people.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you know what though? And it's something for me that I really like is how, you know, I get to kind of hear this beautiful masterpiece in my mind from both of you. And it's just, I get it, right? I get it. Like it's a vibe. Like I can understand it. And that's unique, man. That's again, that is truly unique. And I'm super excited to kind of to hear more. And I honestly can't wait. I know we're not going to be teasing anybody with the track, but I will say this, KR. Maybe I'll pitch this back to you because I know I've been asking a lot of questions, man. Because I'm just truly impressed by the music, by your craft, man, by your efforts, man, your love for this. But I'll leave that to KR. I got to talk to you about like so you guys have a it's coming in the form of music NFT as well, right?
Correct. Yeah, we do have a Daises NFT. I don't know how we can get a link with podcasts, but eventually I'll figure something out for you guys. But yeah, so basically with that one, it's like we just want people to have a collectible, you know, something that's unique. You know, for example, with this collection, we only have 25 available.
Okay.
So for that, like that's all we ever want for Daises. You know, so we just want to make sure that people have something that they could hold on to and, you know, hoping that they can cherish it, basically.
No, that's super. That's super dope. So Gemmi, has your fans taken well to that, like having that access to that NFT?
Yeah, they do. We got links, like we send it up to our buyers. Like we put it on, like we actually did some advertising of it, but anyhow, like it's their wish if they can pull it up, like the wish to. People were asking for links though, like probably. So like maybe I'm not sure like if they're my friends or something. I don't consider people as fans, but like they're willing to listen to it and they want to have a little collection of themselves from us.
On that note, do you have like a certain phrase or anything you use for your fans, kind of like family or anything like that?
Yeah, honestly, bro, I call them gems, bro.
Gems. Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
bro, I like that.
I do. Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah, like being fans, like I really like don't like calling people fans, bro, because I'm not that big enough. But like people who really like my music, like even though they're not much, but they're gems to me, bro. Like they appreciate what I do, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, see, I have a hard time, dude, because like my name is so simple, just KR. Like, what am I supposed to come up with?
What's your full name, bro? Put your full name.
Yeah, for me, my name came out of my gamer tag. So I love playing video games till this day. So one thing that my friends always used to call me was King Reaper or Reaper. So I actually just took the K and the R and combined it together. That's how I got KR.
Yeah, man, you can call your fans up Reapers, bro.
Yeah.
Just like Slipknot. Have you heard of Slipknot? They call their fans as maggots or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were.
That's
No
crazy.
kidding.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. Like, I always had a hard time. Like, I just call him family because I see him as family, you know. But I would love to have like a cool name like yours, like Gems. That's it goes so perfect with your name, honestly.
Yeah, brother.
No, it really does. And you know, consider me one of your gems as well, because I truly do love the
Oh,
track,
man.
man. The track is fire, bro.
Man, I'm grateful. Like you loved it, brother.
No, it shows in your craft, man. It really does.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. But anyways, I think we are almost up on time here. So, did you have any other questions, Dee, that you wanted to ask? Maybe.
No, man. I mean, I'm super excited, man. I thank you for kind of giving us you know, like the insight in your background and even in your creative process. I like that fact that you kind of go with the flow. Like I said, your music is a whole vibe, so it makes sense. Yeah, so I do appreciate that. And I do appreciate you taking the time to even pop in here and talk to us.
Thank you so much, Mr.Dee, and thank you, Mr. KR, for like letting me speak in here. I'm really grateful for both of you.
Of course, man. Is there anything you want to promote on your end?
Yeah, man. The song Daises is coming up, brother. Like, it's a banger song. And there is another song which is coming up soon. We'll be doing promotion of it. So
Yes.
right now, Daises. Brother.
Yeah, and the link for that, because I'm not sure how we can post a link from here. If I could put a description, I'll put it in there. But in case we can, it's going to be too.fm/Daises. And that's where you can pre-save it. And eventually, once the song does release, you'll be able to stream it everywhere from that link as well.
Yeah. Don't forget your socials, Gemmi, man. Tell your folks to follow you on social, man.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. I'm looking forward to the other track. So that was a bomb right there to hear that you have something else following up after that. So does that mean you're going to be back on the show?
Yeah, for sure. Like there are a lot to talk in the future.
Okay, cool. That works.
Yeah, so plug in your socials, Gemmi, where you want people to follow you at.
Yeah, like I got Instagram, like it's Gemmi, the username. And I got Twitter, and the names are same, Gemmi, and like I got YouTube. That's pretty much it.
And there's an underscore between Gemmi_Bemmy. Is that correct?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Gemmi_Bem. Yeah,
cool. And then Dee, what are your socials?
Oh, I am Dee Solution on Twitter. Follow me on there. And anytime you hit up Mad District on any level, of course, you can be able to get to me that way as well.
And then mine are at IMKR Music. That is for actually everything: Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. But yeah, I think that should do it for my end. Anything else?
No, I appreciate Mad District for this.
No, I appreciate you. And and another thing too, if you guys do want to follow along on the Mad District's journey, you can follow us at maddistrictco. That's on Twitter and Instagram as well. But yeah, honestly, thank you so much, Gemmi, for being here, Mr.Dee.
Thank you guys. Actually, this has been a pleasure, man. I'm looking forward to you being back on the show, man, so we can talk about the other track. Maybe next time we have a little preview, man, for the track.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. Thank you for giving me a valuable time.